Hey, what's good guys, Afrobeargaming here, back again with another video. This time I'm bringing you a $450 gaming PC. This build is right for you if you want to get into PC gaming but don't want to spend a lot of money. This build was configured to kill the consoles, performance-wise obviously, and delivers smooth gameplay at around medium to ultra settings, depending on what games you play. One thing to keep in mind is that PC parts fluctuate in price constantly, so depending on when you watch this video, the price could have gone up or down. So with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into the build. So for the CPU, we chose the Intel Pentium G3258. It's a very affordable CPU at $70. It's a dual-core processor clocked in around 3.2 GHz, but it is easily overclockable to 4.8 GHz. While it is very good in gaming and stuff, it does not excel in processes like editing and streaming because it's only a dual-core processor and stuff. Keep that in mind when you're buying the CPU for this build. Moving on to the motherboard, we have the MSI H81M E34. It's around $60 in price, so since it comes from MSI, you can guarantee that it's a quality build and it's very stable and will last for a few years. It supports 4th generation Intel products. It has Pentium overclock support. It has 4 USB 3.0 ports, SATA 6GB ports. All in all, the MSI H81M E34 is a pretty good budget motherboard. For the main component of this system, the graphics card, I chose the MSI GeForce GTX 960 2GB edition. So for $170, it has a great performance in-game. You can run most games medium to ultra settings, depending on the game, 60 FPS or above. It's the overclocked edition, so you don't need to overclock it, but if you want to, you can overclock it because our motherboard supports overclocking. It has great cooling because it utilizes the Armor 2x thermal design, so it delivers more airflow than the traditional single-fan thermal design. It has a huge heatsink, so that provides better heat dissipation, and all in all, it's a very cool graphics card. Pun intended. For the RAM, I chose the Kingston HyperX Fury. This will set you back around $50, but with that $50 you get 8GB of DDR3 RAM. So 8GB is more than you need for most games because most games only utilize 4 to 6GB, but in the future they'll start changing to 8GB and stuff. So even though it's not dual channel, that's a good thing because it gives you more room for upgrades in the future for when the games do become 8GB and above. So for the storage, I chose the Western Digital Caviar Blue. This will cost you around $50, and a lot of people would actually recommend it for 2 reasons. It's 1TB of storage, so that's a lot of storage, and it's only $50, so that's pretty cheap. From a gamer's view, you have more than enough storage to store all your games, but keep in mind that game file sizes are increasing. So in the future you might have to upgrade or get another Western Digital Caviar Blue. It runs at around 7,200 RPM, so the load and write times are decent. It has the SATA 6GB interface, so it will be much faster than the SATA 3 interface. For the thing that will power this whole system, I chose the Corsair Builder 430 watts. So since it's 80 plus bronze certified, it's going to be power efficient, meaning that your electricity bill won't be as high as something that's not 80 plus bronze certified. So PC Part Picker says that you only need around 262 watts for this system, but I chose 430 just for upgradability and just so you're certain that you have enough watts. It's also, the fan is low noise, so when you're recording a video, if you record a video, you won't hear it. So that's a plus. Finally, we get to the case. The case is the Cougar Spike, and it's only around $32. It's a micro ATX / mini ITX tower, so it has enough space to fit all of these parts. It has a really cool design. It has an aggressive design too. It has decent cooling. It allows you to put more fans in there. Pretty sure it can fit a radiator, but I mean, if you're building a budget PC, you don't really need a radiator yet. It has an excellent value for only $32. It's just amazing. I really want this case, but I got a NZXT 8440. It's a lot better.
Well, no duh.
Yeah. Alright guys, so that about wraps up this build. If you like this build, leave a like and stuff. Really appreciate it if you leave a like. If you want to see more builds, just comment down below. If I did anything wrong in this build, you can tell me and stuff. So, yeah. Bye.